Hi and welcome to MRTV Live episode number 17 already. As you know, this is the weekly live show in which I talk with you about the latest in VR and AR. And this episode, of course, is very special since this is the show where I'm going to talk with you about the Lenovo Mirage Solo, Google's first attempt at a standalone VR headset, and I'm going to tell you my first impressions, and of course I'm going to answer all of your questions concerning the Lenovo Mirage Solo. Also, we're going to talk about the wireless Samsung Odyssey that is going to premiere later this year on the IFA exhibition in Berlin, and guess who's going to be there? Me. And I'm going to show you and tell you all about the wireless Samsung headset that is coming up. Also, I'm going to talk with you about the PSVR 2 and the upcoming display for the PSVR 2, and all coming up. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. Too bad. Yeah, so this is a live show. Now let me click on the right button now. And here it is. Yeah, so hi and welcome here at MRTV. My name is Sebastian, and if this is your first time here and you are just as excited about VR and AR as me, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so you don't miss anything. Yes, welcome to MRTV Live episode number 17. And well, if you're not watching this live but you're watching the episode later, then simply have a look in the description of this video, because I'm going to time code all of the topics, and then you can simply jump to the topics that interest you the most. But I'm telling you, simply watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end, because it's a very entertaining show and you should not be cherry picking. You should simply watch the whole thing. It is really fun. So, what is the special thing about MRTV Live? Well, if you are watching this for the very first time, this is actually a live show and I'm interacting with the people who are watching this live. So, if you're watching this live, you can simply interact with me on the MRTV Discord server. The MRTV Discord server is a great free resource where you can chat with me and the MRTV community, and you can find it by clicking on the link in the description below. Yes, so simply go to the MRTV Discord server, find the live stream channel, and then simply chat with me. And you can simply do so by clicking on the by using the @Sebastian tag, like 05CU did. He said, Sebastian, what the heck is this wireless Samsung Odyssey? Yeah, well, that's why you're watching this show, right? Because I'm going to tell you about the wireless Samsung Odyssey later in this show. So now you're not tired at all anymore, right? Yeah, that is really incredible. So, exactly. So simply interact with me on the MRTV Discord server on the live stream channel. And I'm really happy to have you all here right now. And as you know, it's a special show. Well, we have just crossed the 10,000 subscriber mark. Thank you so much. I just did a whole live show about the 10,000 subscribers, and yeah, I didn't ask me anything. So if you want to know more about me, who I am and what I'm doing and everything, then simply watch the MRTV Celebrates 10,000 Subscribers show. It happened just before this show, so I think it was a really fun show. And if you want to know more about me and this channel, simply re-watch that show. Probably I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. Yes, it was good. Yes. Alrighty. That's it for the intro. Now let's get to the fun part. Let's start with the show. So let me show you what I see. Okay, wait a moment. All right, let me change. And one moment. So now you should see what I see. And before I start, I would like to say thank you to the 49 patrons who are supporting this channel. And again, if you love this channel, and if this channel brought you into VR or probably helped you to choose your VR headset, and you would like to see this channel stick around even after my personal savings are used up, then I'd be really happy if you would support this channel with only one adult beverage a month. It will cost you $3 and you will see all that extra videos and content that I'm giving you, and it's really a lot. So I'll be really happy if you support this and if you become the 50th Patreon during this live show, and if you become the 50th or 51st patron, then I will definitely call you out during this live show. Cheers. Yeah, so this is really important to me, and thank you to 49 patrons. We're becoming a little army. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for supporting honest and unbiased reviews. Alrighty. Yes, Brendan. Cheers. I know it's Mother's Day now in Australia, and probably you cannot watch the whole thing, but I think Mom can wait for one more hour. All right. Now let's go to the very first topic here. And the very first topic is the Lenovo Mirage Solo. Here it is. This is Google's take on standalone headsets. Let me tell you a bit more about this one. So this costs $399 and it just came out in the United States. You can get it from Amazon, and yeah, what's so special about it? So this is one of the standalone headset, which means you do not need a phone to run it, and you also don't need a powerful PC to run it. You can simply use this headset by itself. It's very simple. Simply put it on and then you're in VR. So of course this here is now the competition to the Oculus Go. The Oculus Go launched a few days earlier, and this is also a standalone headset, but it's from Oculus and it only costs $199. So the Lenovo Mirage Solo costs double as much as the Oculus Go. Wow, so why does it cost double as much as the Oculus Go? Well, this here has a bit more sophisticated hardware. So let me show you that here. This one has here these two cameras here in front of the device, and these two cameras help it to do the so-called inside-out tracking. Now, what does it mean, inside-out tracking? Well, this here has 6 degrees of freedom tracking, whereas the Oculus Go only has 3 degrees of freedom tracking. Now, what does it mean? Well, with this here, this is being tracked in space, as in you can duck, you can dodge, you can move forwards and backwards, and all your movement is being represented in VR. Whereas with the Oculus Go, you can only look left, right, up, down, and you can tilt your head. So with the Oculus Go, you are more like a spectator, while with the Daydream standalone headset with the Lenovo Mirage Solo, you are more immersed into the virtual realities. Yes. So, is it worth $200 more than this? So first of all, let me tell you now my first impressions with the Lenovo Mirage Solo. So, well, as you probably know, I have a whole channel dedicated to Daydream, and I've been following the Daydream platform since day one. Really, since day one. I'm probably the single person who has spent the most time within Daydream VR. It must be thousands of hours. I have checked out all the apps. I have checked out all the phones. I am the guy, really. I am the Daydream guy. So I can tell you very honestly that this here is the best Daydream experience that I ever had. It's very clear. It is such a difference to have 6 degrees of freedom and to be able to move your head in VR and yeah, to be more immersed within the Daydream platform. So yes, this is the best daydream experience that I ever had in my whole life. And I had lots of daydream experiences before. So 6 degrees of freedom does make a difference. Yes, absolutely, no questions here whatsoever. It is really cool to be in daydream and to be able to, yeah, to move around, to get closer to the menus, to get closer to things. And if you are in a VR experience, to have a closer look at that monitor, to have a closer look at things. And yeah, also for not feeling sick, it is a big difference. So it is cool. Really, my first impression when I was putting this on, like, wow, it is cool. It's the best daydream experience I ever had. Now, Brandon asked, so is it worth it, the extra $200? Now, that is the question. Is this worth it, the extra $200? And my very clear answer to that is absolutely no. No, do not spend $200 extra on the Lenovo Mirage Solo. And the reason is there is no content. There is no content that would make use of that 6 degrees of freedom. It is, let me be perfectly honest here, right? I mean, you know, that is kind of my strength, to be super honest. It is really, honestly, such a shame. So Google or Lenovo put out this headset, yeah, which is so nice. It's like 6 degrees of freedom. It is perfect. It is like a dream. It is like a dream come true. It's like having, it's nearly having the Santa Cruz already, if it had like control, like 6 degrees of freedom controllers, right? So they put out this incredible headset, but I really don't know what was going on in the minds of the daydream managers not to give any content that would make use of the 6 degrees of freedom. It is unbelievable. There's nothing, not even one game that would make use of the 6 degrees of freedom. So there's like a couple of apps where you can use the 6 degrees of freedom, right? Like some classic games like Eclipse, Edge of Light, one of my all-time favorite games. You can use the 6 degrees of freedom and you can move your head around, right? And there's this Blade Runner game, it's new. You can also move your head around, but these games are 3 degrees of freedom games. Everything would work perfectly with 3 degrees of freedom. So there's not even one game where you need to dodge, where you need to duck. So why didn't they at least make one shooter, like one wave shooter, where you have to like dodge, right? Like Space Pirate Trainer. There's nothing. You don't need to dodge. Or like this awesome game, this awesome jump and run game, The Tower, where you also have to dodge, right? Or where you at least somehow have to use these features. There is not one game that uses the features. It is, honestly, it is just a shame. I don't understand it. If I was one of those daydream managers, I would make sure that at least one game is using like 6 degrees of freedom, right? But there is not, and I really don't understand it. All the apps that use 6 degrees of freedom are simply 3 degrees of freedom apps. So dear 05CU, no, I need to stay on that topic because that is a huge topic. You know, you don't put out one of these headsets, which actually is great, but there's no content. This is not something that I can simply brush over in 1 minute. I need to talk about it, right? So really, it is really sad that there is no content that would actually make use of the 6 degrees of freedom, and therefore I believe that the daydream managers, those guys who are in charge of this platform, I don't know what is in their minds to launch this. I mean, they didn't really launch it with any fanfare, right? You didn't hear anything about it, and you even didn't hear anything at Google I/O. That is, like, for me, completely unbelievable that on Google I/O they didn't even talk about this headset, which had just launched like a couple of days earlier. I don't know what Google is thinking. It's like, are they ashamed of their own platform? So it's like they let Daydream die like that. It's such a shame. I don't understand it, and I'm like a bit furious as somebody who has put so much effort into the Daydream platform, right? With that whole channel, Daydream District, that they wouldn't put not even one game out there that uses 6 degrees of freedom. Guys. So it is very, very sad. Really, it is very sad, and for sure it is not worth $200 more because there's simply no apps. And then even for apps where probably it would be great as well, like Netflix, right? To be able to move your head and to have more comfort. No, it does not support 6 degrees of freedom. It's just exactly the same app like on the Oculus Go, which is $200 cheaper. It is unbelievable. The Netflix app is exactly the same. And then, you know, actually, what you can do, you can go to the developers options, which of course I did, and you can force 6 degrees of freedom onto some apps. And you know what? It doesn't work. So I tried to force 6 degrees of freedom to this Netflix app, but it didn't really work. So yeah, it is really, really sad. Yeah. So Hemi, yeah, exactly. Stupid Google. I don't know what is in their minds that they don't care about this platform. This platform could be awesome. I was really, really excited about Daydream, but you know what? The thing is, they really seem not to be very business savvy. They simply lose against Oculus big time. They simply lose against Oculus really big time. So there's no content whatsoever for 6 degrees of freedom. And then while this is a great headset, right? It has like the SD card here. You can add the SD card here, and it has USB-C, which is nicer than the micro USB, right? And yeah, some little things. So it is not bad, but you cannot exchange the face padding. So what is with people like me who kind of like to sweat into headsets, as you know, right? So that is really a problem. And this will get sweaty. This is the cheapy, flimsy stuff like we see on the Lenovo Explorer, but there's no way to exchange it. So this will be rotten after half a year if you use it like I do. Yeah, right. So, and you have no chance whatsoever to change it. It's going to look like shit after a while, right? And you have paid $400 for this device and you cannot exchange that part here? Are you kidding me? No, really, guys. Yeah, push the limits. Perhaps it's sweat-proof. We don't know, right? But what an oversight. Why don't have it like €2, $2 more expensive and put that Velcro there so we can exchange that part? So really, Lenovo, what is the matter with you guys? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. This costs $400. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it why they wouldn't allow me to exchange that part here. Then another ridiculous thing. I mean, you see it already, right? Here, it's dangling here. It's dangling here. So it does not have headphones. So the Oculus Go cost half the money. The Oculus Go costs half the money, and it comes with these awesome speakers, and you don't have to worry about headphones. Simply put it on, and yeah, you can hear everything. You can hear everything super nice and clear. It is great. It is really cool. And you pay double the amount, and you have those ridiculous headphones dangling from the side, like this. Guys, really, I'm wondering who is making this kind of hardware decisions. I mean, really, like when you build this thing, What is in your mind? I mean, there's no phone like for the normal Daydream, view, right? You have the phone in there, and then you will have the loudspeaker from the phone at least. But for $400, you cannot put any kind of speaker there, and you have to have it like this, dangling from the sides. Oh my goodness, it is like so ridiculous. It is crazy. It is super crazy. So let me show you how it looks when you are in VR now with this. So here, this is how your experience is going to look like. You have to do it like this if you want to hear anything. Great, right? Guys, so this is truly sad, but I must tell you guys, I am more sad about Google not being able to make at least one game that would make somehow use of the 6 degrees of freedom. It's a total shame. And you know what? Like last year, I wrote an open letter to Google. You can find it on daydreamdistrict.com. It was after Oculus had announced the Oculus Go, and I told Google, I told the Daydream team, I told them, hey guys, you are not aggressive enough. You will lose. Oculus is going to win because you're not doing anything, and you need to price your Mirage Solo under $300, or it's going to be dead on arrival. That's what I wrote to them. You know, and now this costs $400, and I cannot recommend it to anybody. No, I cannot recommend it to anybody. I would say buy 2 of the Oculus Go, and it's gonna be simply amazing. Like this one, you can watch it while lying down. This one you cannot because of the rigid strap here. So for $400, better get great Windows mixed reality headset, get a Rift, probably spend $100 more and get a Vive. But really, I really cannot recommend this to you, guys. Yeah, so this is simply the truth. This is simply the truth, guys. And this is how this channel rolls, the truth. And I even didn't have to pay for this. But I need to tell you guys, I cannot recommend this to you, unfortunately. Oh, and I even didn't talk about the controllers. This here is the controller that comes with the Lenovo Mirage Solo. It's a very, very sad controller. This is a very sad controller, guys. I mean, like, it's sad. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is the same controller, the same shitty controller that came with the very first Daydream headset in 2016, 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, I told people, hey, why doesn't this have a trigger? It feels not good in hand. If there's any game where you have to shoot, right? You have to shoot with your thumb. Oh my god, it's such a shitty controller. This is the shittiest controller out there in the VR world right now. And it comes with a $400 headset. This is a pain in the ass. I don't even know what to say. It's just terrible. Now compare this with the $200 Oculus Go controller. Check this out. So with the $200 Oculus Go controller, you have this beautiful trigger. I mean, this is the only thing I ask for. Dear Daydream, can you please put the trigger here? The $200 Oculus Go, it has a trigger and it feels much better in your hand. You know, this is something substantial. With this here, it is not good enough. You don't even know how to hold it. It is bad. It is a bad, shitty, bad controller. Exactly, Hammy. It's just shitty, like shitty shit. So this is bad, okay? Dear Clay, you know, right? Please give us a better controller. Yeah, so guys, and you know what I'm doing right now, you know, I'm doing the in-depth review and I'm giving this device a fair chance, right? And you know, I'm doing like through the lens comparisons between this here and the half the price Oculus Go. Half the price. And I'm doing the through the lens comparisons, and you're going to love the through the lens comparisons. I'm not sure, should I spoil it right now for you guys? Do you want to know the truth now already, or you want to wait for the final review? Please tell me in the comment section. Say yes if you want to know now, or say no if you want to know in the final review. Now, please now. Admiral Akbar, no. Final review, no. No spoilers. Okay guys, it's 50-50, right? So I'm not going to spoil it now. You have to wait for the final review to find out, to find out which device will show the better picture. Probably you have already an idea though. Okay guys, so yeah. Unfortunately I have to tell you guys, no. Better get the Oculus Go. You will have much more value, even though it's only 3 degrees of freedom. Yeah, really. I'm really sad about this. I was excited, right? I mean, really 6 degrees of freedom in the menus, great. But there's no content, forget it. You cannot lie down, doesn't have loudspeakers. There's no browser. It's very sad right now. Really sad. Good. Yeah, okay, now, please. These are my first impressions. And Vulkanad, yes. Angry MRTV. Oops. Yeah, exactly, guys. Yeah. So, do you have any more questions about my first impressions of the Lenovo Mirage Solo $400 standalone headset? Please ask me your questions now. Proud Dog, battery life same as Go? No, battery life is good. Battery life is better. Actually it has some things which are better, right? So the battery life is better. Probably it's like 3.5 hours on the Lenovo Mirage Solo, which is great. It has SD card. You can expand the storage, which is great. It has 75 Hertz, which is 3 Hertz more than the Oculus Go, and it's always 75 Hertz, which is great. Yeah, that's everything. That's great. Okay, Admiral Akbar, do you think anyone will take advantage of the 6 degrees of freedom? That is the big question. But even Google themselves did not take advantage of it. They could have at least make one game that somehow uses 6 degrees of freedom within the game. Dodging, right? Something, but they didn't. And you know what? The problem is the hen and egg problem. So Oculus solved this so nice. They're making this Oculus Go so accessible. And so many people are going to pick up this headset because it's so cheap and it's so great. Guys, go and buy the Oculus Go. And as you know, this is not sponsored. Go and get the Oculus Go. It is incredible. I love it. It only costs $199. And so many people are going to get the Oculus Go And that's why so many developers are going to make content for the Oculus Go, right? But for Daydream, they need to do the same thing. But they're putting out this thing here. It doesn't have content. It costs $400. Nobody's gonna buy it. So that's why nobody's going to make software for it. So if they keep on going like this, Daydream is dead. So it is unbelievable how bad they are managing the Daydream platform. And again, there was no word at Google I/O about this headset whatsoever. It's like they are ashamed of it. It is unbelievable how bad they are managing the Google Daydream. It's a shame. I'm ashamed for them, really. It is unbelievable. And you know what? I'm going to write a second open letter to Google. I want the Daydream team to read it, and it's going to be about the death of the Daydream platform, which they have now started with the Lenovo Mirage Solo. There's no marketing whatsoever. They even didn't send me any marketing material. There's nothing. It is unbelievable, and yeah, it is terrible. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. We have 82 people, even though the European song contest is going on right now, and Germany is what, on the second place? Wow, that's incredible. Damn, I'm missing the European song contest. Wow, fantastic. Germany is so good. How is that even possible? In the last few years, we always lost. So, Sergio's asked, is the Lenovo Explorer better? Yes, the Lenovo Explorer is one of my favorite VR headsets. And if you have a PC which is kind of strong, go and get the Lenovo Explorer. Definitely, please do not get the Lenovo Mirage Solo. So, do you have any more questions about the Lenovo Mirage Solo? Or should we go on to the next topic? Oh, brutalness. Sebastian, is it OLED? No, it is not OLED. It is LCD, just like the Oculus Go. The same thing. Even though it's double the price, it's the same technology. It is also OLED. And Eklund 1948 says, next topic, please. And Cravendie asks, what games are playable? All the Daydream games. There are some good games there, but it's those games are all made for 3 degrees of freedom, so you don't have any better games than you have on the Oculus Go. It's exactly the same thing. It's a shame. Okay, but now let's go on to the next topic. That's it for the Lenovo Mirage Solo. Good night, Daydream. All right, guys, let's go to the next topic. And the next topic is PSVR 2. Yeah, that is more exciting, right? So Sony backed Japan displays impressive new screen suggests smaller, clearer PSVR 2. So this news is about a new display that was just developed and shown to the public by Japan Display. So Japan Display is a company that is backed by Sony and Toshiba, and yeah, they have just shown their new technology. And this new technology, let me read it out. Let me simply read out this to you. Okay, last week Oculus provided us with a glimpse of what the next Rift could look like. Now it's Sony's turn to do the same. Japan Display, a tech group backed by Sony, Hitachi and Toshiba, this week revealed 2 new screens with greatly increased pixel density, specifically designed for VR headsets. As VentureBeat reports, one screen features 1001 pixels per inch PPI, while the other boasts 803 PPI. It is important for VR displays to have a high PPI, as it makes the gaps between pixels much harder to spot. PSVR's current 386 ppi display, for example, works well enough but has clear black lines between pixels. Yeah, that's not really true, but definitely 386 ppi now for the current PSVR, but most probably we're going to see 1001 ppi PSVR in the future. So that means there won't be any screen door effect anymore, and the resolution of the PSVR 2 is going to be really, really nice. Very, very nice. So the user gets a much clearer image, as you can see in the images below. Okay, so we have some images. This is like how 400 ppi looks like, and this is like how 1001 ppi looks like. So it looks very, very nice. And yeah, this is cool. Japan Display also notes that displays with more than 1000 ppi's will be essential to shrinking the size of LCD displays and thus the overall size and weight of VR headsets. This could mean that if a hypothetical PSVR uses the 10,001 ppi option, which measures in at 3.25 inches, the headset might be smaller than the current offering. Okay, blah blah blah. Very nice, very nice. So yes, new screens are being done by a display company that is backed by Sony, so probably we're going to see 1001 ppi display in the PSVR 2, and as Brandon says, we definitely need better controllers for the PSVR, and for sure we're going to get them. So what do you think about this news item? What do you think about the PSVR 2 displays? Do you believe it's going to have 1001 ppi, or do you think yeah, what is more important, the display or the updated controllers? What do you think? Yeah, Vulcanat says, with eye tracking, this could become real for PS4. You're right, with foveated rendering, this could even work on the PS4, but I do think this is going to happen on the PS5, which is probably going to hit us in 2020. So I believe the PS4 Pro together with the PSVR are still going to be here for another 1.5 years before we get to the PSVR 2. Yeah, and Product says PS5 and PSVR 2 need to get saving. Yes, I think this is going to be a very, very interesting device. That's for sure. Yes, and Yuan Shimi says, Sebastian, I think they need to work on room scale tracking and not just front facing. Absolutely agreed. I'm sure they're going to, I think they're going to have inside out tracking just like the Windows MR headsets, because it's simple. It's just more simple, right? Just plug in the thing, or probably it's even wireless, and have inside out tracking, so you don't even need to have that camera on top of your TV. Yes. Alrighty. Let's go to the next news item now. And the next news item is it's a standing VR motion controller platform, Alto 100, and it's a campaign that just hit Indiegogo. And what is it? Well, it is not like it's not like a VR treadmill where you can walk into all directions. It is still an input device though. It is some kind of platform that you stand on, and depending on where you stand on the platform, you are going to move within VR. But what do I talk? Why don't we just have a look at the 2 minutes Indiegogo video? And then while we look at it, please do let me know in the comments, in the live chat, what do you think about the Alto? Do you think it's good, or do you think it's not good? So watch the video and please do let me know in the live stream what you think about the Alto motion controller platform. Here we go. Not yet, now.
Hi, we're Visospace, a VR hardware startup based in Sydney. Our goal is to unlock the full potential of virtual reality by creating innovative products and immersive platforms. Meet our first offering, the Alto. Alto gives full, free, omnidirectional motion in VR in a unique, engaging and immersive way. It also includes haptic feedback. Currently, the standard technique for moving around virtual worlds beyond a couple of meters is teleportation, primarily to stop motion sickness. With the Alto, the motion sickness is gone. Instead, you get limitless movement in virtual worlds. How cool is that?
We'll be releasing the commercial version of the Alto in late 2018. We've already created some experiences that showcase what the Alto can do, but we want more.
We want to include a selection of quality games and VR experiences that customers will enjoy with their Alto straight out of the box. And we want you to create this for us and share in our success. With our first campaign, with your support, we are looking to deliver 100 Altos to you. With that will be an SDK that will allow you to create new experiences and also integrate it with existing ones. We're charging the lowest possible price for these development versions so you can get on board. So let's collaborate.
We are here to support you all the way and to share the success with you at launch. So join us.
So, what do you guys think about it? About the Alto 100? Please do let me know in the comment section. No, not in the comment section, in the live stream. So Brandon, Aussie, yeah, probably that is a good thing. That it comes from Australia. Oops, oh no, that's wrong. So what do you guys think about it? All right, so Hemi says for 200 it would be cool, but only if they made cool games to go with it. Yeah. Like, yeah, surfing, skateboarding, Segway, yes, true. That might be cool, right? If there's some kind of boarding, probably for skateboarding, it actually would be very, very cool. Anything with surfing might be perfect for the platform, right? But it needs content and priced right. So there we have it again, the hand and egg problem. And they're giving out 100. They want to fund 100 of these devices. Yeah, so probably that might not be enough. Vulcanat says, wait, there's a Vive Focus. Yes, I saw it too. So they paid like lots of money to get it. And it looks so bad, right? I mean, the Vive Focus, it looks so funny. And it's way overpriced, by the way. We know that, right? It is so overpriced, unbelievable. Well, Roger M. Person says, well, it's so small and that's perfect. Interesting the comparison to Catwalk. Yeah, it is a completely different model though, right? On this thing, you're leaning, and on the Catwalk, you're really like walking. So without a doubt, I would like to try it out. But it really, just as Hemi said, it needs to have the right content. If there are some skating things where you really would need your body weight to shift, then it could be awesome. But just for like normal movement, like walking forward or walking backwards, I think that's a bit awkward. Yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think? Brandon, hard to tell. Yeah, can't tell so much. Exactly, and Hemi is showing us how the Vive Focus looks like. Exactly. Exactly. This is so funny. Like this. Done by Hemi. Yeah, this is how the Vive Focus looks like. Totally agreed, Hemi. So, let's go to the next news item now. Okay. And the next news item is, oh yeah, this one is interesting. So there was some VR news from Google I/O. Well, it was not about the Lenovo Mirage Solo because, well, you know, they are ashamed of it, so they don't show it. But there was another cool news, and this news was that Google Tour Creator lets you build VR tours using Street View and your own 360 photos. So if you have a 360 camera like the Gear 360, which you can get now for I think $60 off of Amazon, you can make your own cool tours. For example, you can make a tour of your house, or you can make a tour of your favorite spots in your city. And it is very, very simple. You simply have to go to one website, to the Google Tour Creator website, and you upload your 360 videos, and you can add some text, you can add some hotspots to your 360 pictures, and then you can publish it on the web, and then you can invite other people to join your show. And I think this is pretty incredible. What do you guys think about the Google Tour? Now let me read out what the news say. I think this is cool. So Google today launched Tour Creator, a web-based tool that lets you easily build a VR tour using imagery from Google Street View and even your own 360 photos. The company released the tool as a part of a Teacher Appreciation Week, showcasing it in rural communities across the US. Designed to be a simple drag and drop interface, Tour Creator lets you string together your own path through the world using Google Maps as your basis and adding in both self-captured 2D and 360 photos of your own to highlight your personal trips. Adding in what the company calls points of interest, you can also detail your tour with self-created text. It is pretty cool. It is really awesome. The company says they are adding the ability to import tours into the Expeditions applications later this year, a classroom-focused VR app that lets teachers take students in tandem through curated VR learning experiences. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Very cool. What do you guys think of it? Push the limits. Want to see and join my bedroom? Google Tour. Brandon, that's cool. Yeah. Brandon, wow, that'll be awesome for capturing holidays. Yeah, exactly. So as I told you guys, I'm going to go to Barcelona next week, and probably I'm going to capture some 360 photos, and I'm going to make a little tour about the places that I visited. I know I should have done that last time I went to Barcelona. But this time it's going to be for pleasure, and probably I'm going to show you some spots that I went to with my personal, with some added text from me. I think that is really cool. Yeah, and Vulcanat says, just a quick reminder, there is a Daydream camera out there, an app for any Android phone that lets you create impressive VR panoramas. True. And the Google camera that is capable of creating full 360 degrees with no black border with a normal Android phone. Totally agreed, and I really like that app. And you can make great, fantastic 360 pictures with any Android phone. Good that you say that, Vulcanat. Exactly. Brandon, the last trip wasn't for pleasure? Well, the last trip was strictly professional. Yeah, so at least one interesting news item coming out of Google I/O, and it's still like a mystery for me why they didn't talk about the Lenovo Mirage Solo. Yeah, probably they were ashamed because they don't have any content for it. Yeah, anyways, let's go to the next topic now. And the next topic is Microsoft, the Microsoft Store to lead industry in revenue sharing to non-game VR app devs. All right, so what is this news item all about? Well, as you know, there is the Microsoft Store. Probably very few of us have ever paid something there because, well, normally we'll get our content on Steam VR, right? And it seems like Microsoft kind of got it, that people want to get their VR content somewhere else. And until now, just like any other store, they took 30% commission for any sales item, for anything that was being sold on the Microsoft Store, they asked for 30% commission, just like all the other stores. Steam VR, Oculus, it's all the same. The platforms always get 30%, and it's right, that's a lot, right? And there's simply not lots of stuff there in VR on the Microsoft Store. So now they've changed it a bit. So now they changed the revenue model on the Microsoft Store. So games are still 30%, but now for other VR experiences, the content creator will earn more money. Later this year, Microsoft is increasing the cut developers earn when publishing on the Microsoft Store. The raise in revenue share is slated to affect developers of non-gaming apps, amounting to between 85 and 95% of revenue going to the creator of the application, depending on how customers find the content. Microsoft says in a blog post that gaming apps won't see the raise from the standard percentage, which at the time of this writing is the standard 70-30 split. Yeah, developers of non-gaming experiences will get more money on the Microsoft Store. And you know what? I think that Microsoft should completely do that as well for games. They should also give game developers like probably 80% or 85%, because game developers publish on Steam VR. So there's no Skyrim on the Microsoft Store, right? There's no Beat Saber on the Microsoft Store. And the reason is nobody wants to buy the stuff there. And probably they should also make an incentive for game developers to put their stuff on the Microsoft Store. But Microsoft is doing so many things wrong, and I think I should make a video, just like Hemi already asked me to do one, like telling them what they should do. So this is probably the first step into the right direction, but they need to do more, in my opinion. Okay. Good, good. Beat Saber. Yeah, let's go to the next news item now. Beat Saber is getting a level editor this week. Wow. Nice. So Beat Saber, as you know, is one of my favorite VR games. Really, it's so fun to slash those cubes to the rhythm of the music. And it was already a fantastic game. But the only thing that was missing was a level editor. And yes, you can get it now. But it will be delayed, Vulkanat says. And Vulkanat is the Beat Saber professional on this MRTV Discord server. So Vulkanat says, Sebastian, it's a lie. They said it will be delayed. Okay, so it will be delayed probably a bit. Vulkanat, do you know how, until what time it's going to be delayed? Do you know? So because this news said that they would like bring out this in this week, but probably it will be a bit later. So this news item says pretty soon you'll be able to make your very own Beat Saber levels. Hyperbolic Magnetism, addictive rhythm action game, only released in early access last week, but VR fans have already sliced and diced their way through the game's 10 tracks. Players are hungry for more, and it looks like the developer will give them exactly that. A recent tweet confirmed that more information on the game's level editor would be released this Friday. Okay, Vulkanat is just giving us more information here. And Hemi says there is already an unofficial level editor. Okay, and now Vulkanat is spreading the Twitter news. We know you've been waiting for today's Beat Saber level editor announcement, but the truth is we will need some more time for this feature. Several technical issues have occurred and we can't guarantee you it will be finished this week. Okay, anyways, so this means we have to wait a bit longer for the Beat Saber level editor, but I think it's going to come out soon, right? Yes. And Sweeviver is there. Yes, hi Sweeviver, good to see you. So happy to see you. And Sweeviver says, hey Sebastian, big congrats again to 10K subs. Big milestone and well deserved. Thank you, Martin. That is incredible. Sorry, couldn't join earlier, been away with girlfriend. Yeah, man, girlfriend real life, it's much more important. So hopefully you had a great time with your girlfriend. And yeah, good that you're here now. And GPO Otto says, wish you a good night and keep on working like this. Thanks. Okay, good. Yeah. Woo! Oh, Sweeviver is watching the Eurovision Song Contest. And it seems like Germany is really strong. Yeah, is Germany winning? How about Sweden, Sweeviver? I need somebody to make a screenshot of the latest scoreboard and send it to us. Yeah, how is it looking? Is Germany winning? Oh, it's over now. So who won the European Song Contest? Please tell me. Israel won. Okay, cool. Great. Congratulations to Israel. And the universe expands. Sebastian, do you own a Leap Motion? No, I don't own a Leap Motion. So that would be a great addition to my VR. Yeah, to my VR collection. Good. Alrighty. So let's go to the next news item now. And you know what? I was kind of yeah, that is Half-Life 2 here. I showed, you know what guys, I showed in the video, in the celebration video, I showed you already my very first VR video from 2014. But you know what? I think I must show it to you guys again. I think not everybody saw the celebration video where I showed you my very first VR video from 2014. So I think I should show it to you again, right? Yes. So let's have a few moments of my very first VR video from 2014, showing everybody the Oculus DK2 and the Hydra controllers, and really take a look at how young I was 4 years ago as compared to this year now, and also have a look at how shy I was. It was the first time that I was on YouTube. And the funny thing is, Nati VR, now the biggest VR YouTuber, commented on that, and he asked me a question as in, is it worth it to get that? And I think that is pretty funny. So have a look again at my very first VR YouTube video from 4 years ago. 4 years. Not a lot of people had VR headset at this time. Enjoy.
Hi and welcome to this video review of Half-Life VR. I have the Oculus Rift Development Kit 2 here, together with the Hydra motion controllers. In this review, I will check out for you if it's worth it to get the DK2 now, or if you should wait for a couple of more months to get the consumer version of the Rift. Alright, let's go.
I am giving it away really early in this review, but what you're seeing here is probably the most awesome gaming experience that you can have in this September of 2014. When my Oculus DK2 arrived, I was so stoked. I was so stoked to play Half-Life 2 for the first time in virtual reality. It was awesome because suddenly you were in the game. However, playing this with the Hydra motion controllers and the latest version of the HL VR mod brings this to a whole new level. This is a match made in heaven. The Hydra motion controllers allow you to hold your weapon and move it in 3D space, which will directly be translated to what you see within the Oculus Rift headset. This is not just about being able to look around anymore. Now you're really there and see how you wield your weapon and aim at your enemies. This is spectacular. The Half-Life VR team has also added some really interesting features. For example, if I'm tilting my hand, I can see, just like now, I can see how much ammunition is left in the magazine. Another interesting thing is how you reload certain weapons. So it's not about clicking a button anymore, it's about really having to do some reloading motion. And the great thing is, it does not feel gimmicky. You will see that later in the video. Yeah, so now I'm using the crossbow, and what is interesting about this crossbow is the crosshair or the telescopic sight. When you bring it closer to you, you will be able to look through it and aim at your enemies. And the interesting thing is that what you will not see in this video, you will automatically close your left eye just as you would do in real life, and it works. Soon we will see the reloading of this weapon. But first I'm trying some sideways shooting action.
Okay guys, I don't want to bore you to death, but this was my very first VR video in 2014. And I guess not many of you had a VR headset in 2014. And you know what? I was so proud. I was the first person in Taiwan. I was living in Taiwan at that time. And I think I was the first person to have a DK2 in Taiwan. And yeah, I invited some people and showed it to them, and oh, it was incredible. It was really truly incredible. Then I got the Hydra controllers, and really not many people had the Hydra controllers. Oh, it was so awesome. And yeah, I think it was kind of fun to make that. And yeah, 4 years ago I looked like so young as compared to this year now. Wow, 4 years can make a whole lot of difference. Anyways, happy to be here now and happy to have reached 10,000 subscribers. Also, I would like to show you now the new logo. For all of you guys who have not seen the new logo, this here is the new MRTV logo. For all of you who have not yet seen it, yes, this is the new MRTV logo. And how do you like it, guys? Tell me, please tell me how you like it. And Sweeviver likes it. Yeah, I like it too. It looks kind of modern and very good. And 05CU asked, are you trolling me again? Just please. Yeah, the MRTV logo. Yeah, it's all about you, 05CU, right? It's all about you, this whole show. So yeah, this is the new MRTV logo. And Sweeviver says, looks great, Sab. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really love it too. I think it's like very nice. Yeah, it looks very, yeah, modern and still simple and very cool. All right. And Crazy Mousy is also there. Hi, nice to see you, Crazy Mousy. It's so late here in Germany, 1 PM. But we're still going strong here. Okay, guys, now let's go to the last topic. Yeah, so that 05CU can finally go to sleep. Cheers. So the last topic is that Samsung is working on a wireless AR and VR headset. And you know what? That wireless VR and AR headset is really close. It's not far away. They're going to show it off in August. In August already. On the IFA, on the IFA exhibition in Berlin, which happens to be in Germany, where I live. So I'm going to hop over to Berlin and I'm going to show you the wireless Samsung Odyssey, which is going to be shown off in Berlin. So let's read this. Let's read this news together. So report: Samsung working on wireless AR and VR headset with Microsoft. It sounds like Samsung is working on a new headset that will utilize both virtual and augmented reality technology, mixed reality. This is according to the Korea Times, which cites... Oh, I have to click on it to read it. Which cites a Samsung official familiar with the company's plans. Apparently, this new headset is a premium's good, wireless device that is being made in partnership with Microsoft. If true, it sounds like this could be the next step in the pair's work together in the headset space. Last year, Samsung released the Odyssey PC VR headset under Microsoft's Windows-based mixed reality banner, which was easily the best of the 5 headsets featured in that line. Of course, right? We know that the Samsung Odyssey until now is the very best Windows mixed reality headset. And it seems we're going to get a successor very, very soon, and that hopefully is going to be marketed also in Europe and not only in the United States. The new device sounds like it could be using Microsoft's reference designs, not just for VR, but also its HoloLens mixed reality headsets too. So this is exciting. As you know, Windows mixed reality is not only about the VR headsets, it's also about the AR headset, like the HoloLens. So they are using the same underlying sets of software, and well, it seems like Samsung is working on this device, which has both not only the VR part but also the AR part. And as you know, we already have lots of AR software for the HoloLens. So it seems like this upcoming wireless Samsung Odyssey, or probably it's going to have another name, will be able to make use of all the VR stuff, as in Steam VR games, as in Microsoft Store VR experiences, but also on top of that, it might be able to use all of the AR apps that are being developed for HoloLens, which means like you can put virtual displays on your walls. You can have like all kinds of interesting AR experiences with this wireless Samsung headset. And well, that is kind of exciting, I would say. So let me keep on reading. VR was once tapped as the next hot technology, Korea Times source apparently said. However, despite sizable investment in it, the technology failed to resonate with consumers. Now Samsung thinks the mixed reality TV market is a bit more promising than VR or AR in wider usability and adaptability. As we achieved in the phone tablet market, Samsung has stronger intent in the consumer market with the firm's new devices supporting mixed reality technology. The report notes that Samsung will debut the new devices at the IFA trade show in Berlin. Yes, this August. Vulkanat, aren't you from Berlin? If yes, probably we can meet up in Berlin, because I'm definitely going to go to that trade show and I'm definitely going to show you the wireless Samsung Odyssey. And Sweeviver says day one purchase. Nice. Yes. And Sweeviver, I'm coming, Seb. Yes. Oh my goodness. Sweeviver, Martin, let's go there together and let's have a great time in our capital, in the German capital, Berlin. Probably have a beer together. What do you think, Martin? Let's go there together and check out the Samsung Wireless. That would be incredible. So, let's see what you guys have to say. Push the limit says you have to steal it in Berlin. That's a good idea. Vulkanat, Hemi, well, with Windows 10 on ARM, it could work. However, Windows 10 on ARM is still very limited. Sebastian, I will go to IFA. Alright, Vulkanat. Yeah? That is perfect, man. So it seems we're going to have a little MRTV user meeting in Berlin. So if you're close, if you're anywhere in Europe, and if you want to meet up with Vulkanat, me and Sweeviver in Berlin, in the capital of Germany, then we should make it happen around IFA time. So yes, let's make this happen. All right, let's meet at IFA. For anybody who would like to meet me in person and who would like to have an adult beverage and talk with me about VR and AR and have a look at the Samsung Wireless, why don't we do it at IFA in Berlin this year? You will be able to meet Vulkanat and Sweeviver and me there. 05CU, yes, that was all the news. You can now go to bed. Good night. And Sid is sending me another article. Yes, I saw that news. And that's all. Yeah, cool. Sweeviver is 100% in it. Awesome. So perfect. Sweeviver and me at IFA in Berlin. And you can meet us in August of this year. And Martin, I'm very, very much looking forward to meet you in Berlin at IFA. And let's have a look at the wireless Samsung Odyssey together. Nice. Yeah, that were all the news items that I had for this week's MRTV episode number 17 already. Oh my goodness, 17 weeks I've been giving you all the news. And well, Martin, I'm very sure that very soon you're going to go live for the very first time alone on Sweeviver. So for all of you who have not yet subscribed to Sweeviver, you have to subscribe to Sweeviver. Sweeviver's channel is simply incredible. I love his channel. It's the latest news in VR, hardware, software, more awesome gameplays than I have. So definitely all of you who have not yet subscribed to Sweeviver, you have to go there. Just go to YouTube and look for Sweeviver. It is such an awesome channel and I'm sure you're going to love his content. Yeah. So I'm sure that Martin, you're going to do your first live stream very soon, right? Sweeviver Live number 1. When is it going to happen, Martin? Please tell us so that we all can join you for Sweeviver Live number 1. When is it going to happen, Martin? Do you know already? I mean, you know, I love to do the live shows together with you, and for sure we're going to have more live shows together, but I think it's also going to be awesome to have Sweeviver Live number 1. And Sweeviver says, yes, soon. Everything has been postponed over and over again. I know you're very busy with everything you got to do, but definitely next week. Awesome, cool. Looking very much forward to see your very first live show. So again, everybody, you gotta see Sweeviver, most incredible VR channel on the interwebs. So check out Sweeviver. Alrighty, yeah, that's everything I got now. That's really everything I got for MRTV Live episode number 17. It has been a very long evening for me since I did the MRTV celebrates 10K subscribers. And yeah, it has been an awesome show. Let me just check if there was something new here. No new Patreon. So I'm still looking for Patreon number 50. If you want to be Patreon number 50, I'd be really happy to have you. And again, if you want to support this channel on the long run, you can do so on patreon.com. The link is in the description below. And if you would like to support this channel with 1 adult beverage a month, this would really help this channel to be able to keep on doing unbiased and honest reviews. All right, so please do check it out, and you're gonna see much more content on Patreon. Alrighty, that's really everything I got for MRTV episode number 17. Thank you so much for watching this show. And Frankie says it's a great show. And yeah, please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this show. And I really gotta rest now. I've been talking so much now for the last 2.5 or 3 hours. So I'm going to take a good rest now. I'm going to meet my wife now. It's gonna be awesome. And yeah, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, then I'd be really super happy if you would do that now. It is a very good show. Oh, and I just see my camera is not correct. Now it's much better. Yeah, this is in live shows. This happens in live shows. So if you enjoyed this show, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, new logo, then do so now. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Bye bye. See you then. Ciao.